Picking them up, putting them down. First runner crossing the line. Big round of applause. Congratulations to runner number 60.
We have some girls who are starting, some women starting the running portion. We've got Emily Tietzen, Sheila Robel. Emily's from Omaha, Sheila is from Papillion. We also have Stacy Satslito, Courtney Plasek, Annie Leonard, Stephanie Bossert, Tracy DeLand, Katie Cordery, Abigail Conger, all of them starting the running portion of the triathlon.
Who was that? Morgan Chafin should get another big round of applause. She finished first in the 4th annual Omaha Women's Triathlon. Congratulations, Morgan.
Megan Barry Barlow from Weeping Water, Nebraska. Denise Goddard of Omaha, Nebraska. We also have another one crossing the finish line right now. Margie Reed Schmid, wearing number 166, starting the running portion.
Denise Goddard from Omaha, Nebraska. Jenny Clements from Omaha, Nebraska, and Margie Reed Schmidt are starting their run. Coming down the Come some more bikers coming down, some more bikers coming down to the transition area.
Jenny Clements, Margie Reed Schmid, Anna Demro, Nikki Henkel. Anna's from Sidney, Nebraska, and Nikki's from Beatrice, Nebraska. We also had relay team number 22 that crossed a little bit ago. Big round of applause to them. Kim Vogel, number 207, now starting her run. Cody Ring, number 168 from Lincoln, Nebraska. Let's go, Cody.
She'll be picking them up and putting them down. Let's give them a big round of applause. Here come some bikers. Here goes some runners. Come on, everybody. Put them together. Let them hear you. That's encouragement. They like that encouragement. It helps a lot. Sarah Seacrest just entered the transition area, finishing her biking portion. Krista Gunette Luther just finished her bike run, and Kristen Bouton from Omaha, Nebraska just finished her bike run. Cody Ring from Lincoln, Nebraska is wearing number 168. Sarah Seacrest is runner number 182. Krista is runner 97, and Kristen is runner number 53. Caitlin Palanzlo from St. Louis, Missouri just finished her bike and is on her run. Kimberly Kogler from Colorado Springs, Colorado has finished her biking and is starting her run. Kendra Fraser from Omaha, Nebraska is starting her run, as is Crystal Sund, and Deanna Hettenbaugh from Bennington, Nebraska, starting her run.
Diana Hettenbaugh from Bennington, Nebraska. Deanna Tinsdale. now starting her run from Omaha, Nebraska. So we have Diana and Deanna. Elizabeth Harburg from Kearney, Nebraska. Erin Nelson, also of Kearney, Nebraska.
There you go, sir.
We were talking a little while ago about how much effort it takes. You really, to be a triathlete is a big deal.
Absolutely, and it's not just this morning, it's the months prior. Catherine Kogler, as we said, on her run. We've got Amy McGaha, Melanie Nielsen, Rachel Dysico, Jennifer Coombe, Heather Nelson, Melissa Welch from Omaha, Nebraska, Darian Davis, Anna Schwab, also of Omaha, Nebraska, Amy Sauser.
Now they're coming into just finished the bike portion of the triathlon, into the transition area, leave their bike, and then they have to go uphill and start their 5K run, picking them up and putting them down.
Caitlin Quintana, Amber Snyder, both of Omaha, Nebraska. See a lot of people giving them high fives as they make their way up the hill, the running portion of the triathlon, the last leg of the race.
When you finish this one, you'll have gone about 17 miles today. You've done about a half a mile in 76-degree water at beautiful Youngman Lake, and then run about 12.5 miles, and then you're going to have to run about 5 kilometers, a 5K, to finish the triathlon.
Kirsten Mills of Omaha, Nebraska. Melissa Gwartney of Omaha, Nebraska. Melissa is training for a half Ironman. Melanie Dunphy. Susie Duncan.
Hey, Susie's a terrific, wonderful racer. Great triathlete. I remember her from a couple of years ago. It's remarkable and admirable that she's in this race and running. Congratulations to you, Melanie, Susie Duncan.
Here comes 2 more racers across the finish line. Number 211 and also team number 14. Starting their run, we have Patricia Meglich, Melanie McGrath, Kendra Ingram, Miranda Learman, Megan Offenkamp, Joyce Butler.
A couple more coming down the hill, and then I bet you we're about 19.
Number 211, I hope I'm pronouncing it right because she crossed the finish line from Omaha, Nebraska. Barbara, second place overall. Morgan Chafin of Elkhorn, Nebraska, finishing first. We are now going to announce the women who crossed the finish line. We have had Morgan Chafin, Barbara Wadey, and then for teams, Suzanne Wilson, Jody Sievers, Julie Ortman, Christine Story, Lisa Martoni, Danielle Galvin. Lisa and Danielle from Twinsburg, Ohio, so a long trip for them.
Race team number 14.
Congratulations, everyone.
give a shout out to a really hard-working group of folks. Mark Goodman and Steve Gonzalez, our doctors or medical directors. Crossing the line with a big round of applause, Melanie Chapman from Omaha, Nebraska, wearing race number 61, finishing the Omaha Women's Triathlon. Congratulations, Melanie. A shout out to Patty Modal and Katie Vanis and Larry Arp. Patty and Katie are registered nurses, and Larry's an emergency management technician. They're in the medical tent. They're from Medical Reserve Corps. Brad Hildebrandt from the Omaha Fire Department, and Omaha Fire Department, Kate Pearson and Scott McGaha, an EMT, helping us with the swim course. Mary Almond from Lincoln, Nebraska. Mary, congratulations. And Grace Porter from Omaha, Nebraska, finishing the triathlon. Grace and Mary just crossing the finish line. Congratulations to Mary Almond from Lincoln, Nebraska, and Grace Porter from Omaha, Nebraska. Couple more shout outs to Joe LaPusa, who's an EMT with the Omaha Fire Department, and Sandy Villadal, who helped us with the bike course. They're from the Medical Reserve Corps. And for the run course, we had medical help from Bonnie Riley, who's a registered nurse, and from Helen Forecker, who's a paramedic. We appreciate all the help from the folks in the Medical Reserve Corps that have helped us provide a safe run for all of our participants.
Leslie Curley from Topeka, Kansas, crossing the line. Good job, Leslie. Here they come down the last home stretch. Let's cheer them through the finish line.
Picking them up, putting them down, picking them up, putting them down. Go, 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 go! Finishing the triathlon, Shauna Young, wearing race number 221, completing the triathlon. Congratulations, Shauna. Got some more bikers coming down the hill. Take a good look.
You know, and
Cheer them on, into the, come on, go!
Shauna finished the 2013 Ironman. All right, crossing the line right now. Estella Davis from La Vista, part of the relay number 10.
That's a big challenge to do an Ironman. Woo! That's pretty cool.
That takes a lot of work.
I should say. We've got some hot dogs for $2 and water for $1 after the race is over, up at the volunteer tent, just going up the hill. You can see it up right in front of most everybody that's down here near the finish line. And Qdoba will be supplying food for all the race participants in that double tent just after the race as well. Here comes another runner. Pick him up, putting him down, crossing the finish line. Mary Sutherland from Omaha, Nebraska. Race number 196. Congratulations, Mary Sutherland.
Here they come. All right. Let's go, number 4. Finishing strong. We have Michelle O'Donnell with team number 4. We also had Elizabeth James wearing number 116, and Melissa Groff. Elizabeth is from Columbus, Nebraska, finishing the women's triathlon. Melissa Groff of Bennington, Nebraska, also finishing the triathlon today. Congratulations. Race team number 4 also making a strong finish this morning. That team is made up of Sarah Peterson, Michelle O'Donnell, and Jess Armstrong. Congratulations. For team number 12. The team made up of Stephanie Hansen, Tricia Freeman, and Amelia Pfizer. All of Omaha, Nebraska, finishing the triathlon today. Congratulations. Also coming down the home stretch, making a very strong finish, number 128. Also, wow, coming in, Kaylee Flower from team number 13. That team is made up of Jill Salarno, Kristen Coley, and again, Kaylee Flower. Making a strong finish. You saw them all finish the race together. That's nice. I like that idea. Y'all did a different leg of the race, but helping the runner cross the finish line.
Got some more runners coming. Got some more runners coming down the hill. It is a team sport, and the crowd can cheer loudly and bring them home. Let them know you appreciate them running. Give them a hand. Congratulations. Crossing the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause to Renee Buckley, number 55, and Hannah Woolridge, number 218. Renee Buckley is from Omaha, Nebraska. Hannah Woolridge is from Omaha, Nebraska. Both finishing the Omaha Women's Triathlon. Congratulations. Just crossing the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. Give a big round of applause to Gina Semlin, number 173 from Omaha, Nebraska, finishing the triathlon. Congratulations, Gina. And look, ladies and gentlemen, another runner crossing the finish line. Racer number 217, Michelle Womnick from Omaha, Nebraska. Michelle Womnick. I probably pronounced that wrong. What do you think?
I think it's a good try.
Right.
I would say Wojtnik.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Also want to let you guys know that the results are on the TV screen up here. They're also on the internet.
For those runners, for the teams, and for participants, at the registration table next to the transition area is a TV screen. You can get your times from that. Crossing the finish line, ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause to Kelly Basil from Papillion, Nebraska, wearing race number 40. Congratulations, Kelly.
Crossing the finish line right now, the youngest competitor, Ashley Black, 16 years old, of Omaha, Nebraska. Also Sarah Fredrickson of Omaha, Nebraska, both completing the triathlon this morning. Congratulations.
Out there, up at the double tents, peak tents with the volunteer flag. There's Qdoba already up there for everybody. Please go up there and eat it. We don't want to eat it and have leftover later. Also, also up adjacent to the tent. They're $2 for hot dog, $1 for water. Please patronize that person there that's selling hot dogs and water if you need so. And then all athletes, we have food in the double tent up by the volunteer flag, just up in the parking lot, just up the way. Thank you.
Laura Ney, completing the triathlon, wearing number 153. Good job, Laura. And Nikki Stratman of Bennington, Nebraska, wearing number 192. Congratulations. Again, results up here on the TV screen. Come check it out. Nikki Stratman. She is a mom to twins.
Way to go, Nikki. Congratulations. Race number 192 from Bennington, Nebraska, finishing the Omaha Women's Triathlon.
Way to make me feel good.
Be sure to thank our sponsors, Highland Dairy, Omaha Physical Therapy Institute, Performance Chiropractic, New Balance Store of Omaha, Justin Miller with Home and Auto Insurance, Methodist Health Systems, Midwest Medical Transport and Medical Reserve Corps, Cordova, Total Wellness, Kiewit Building Group, and Schmidt Chiropractic. Crossing the finish line, ladies and gentlemen, Melissa Neal, Twinsburg, Ohio, and crossing the finish line. Give a big round of applause to Katie Mendlick, number 142 from Omaha, Nebraska. Crossing the finish line, Beth Kaminsky from Omaha, Nebraska, race number 171. Congratulations to Melissa, Katie, and Beth. To Melissa Neal, to Nicole Rawling, and Tracy Wimmer of Race Team 21. The Bikeway, Trek Bicycle Store, Xterra Wetsuits, Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, and Adair Pearson Law are sponsors of today's Women's Triathlon. Be sure to thank our sponsors and give a shout out to Andrew McCashlin, Olympic Cycle, for all of their support and help with the triathlon today. Be sure to thank Omaha Parks and Recreation, our police and fire personnel for helping out today. Crossing the finish line, ladies and gentlemen, April Sando, number 174 from Omaha, Nebraska. Melissa O'Neill from Papillion, Nebraska, number 157. And Katie Mendlick, again, number 142. Beth Raminsky, number 171. Congratulations to Katie, Beth, Melissa, April, and Noel Wagle from Omaha, Nebraska, race number 210, completing the triathlon today. Congratulations, Noel. We want to thank the Omaha Sports Commission, the Omaha Parks and Recreation Department, the Omaha Police and Fire Departments for all of their help and support on this beautiful day at Youngman Lake in Omaha, Nebraska. The site of the 4th annual Omaha Women's Triathlon, one of the 50 great women-only races sanctioned by USA Triathlon. Congratulations to Carrie Ann Pappas of Omaha, Nebraska, just completing the triathlon. And crossing the finish line, Christina Howell from Thurman, Iowa, Beth Murray from Elkhorn, Nebraska, and Susan Needham from Omaha, Nebraska. Congratulations to Christina, Beth, and Suzanne. Mary Adolph, Abigail Eastman, and Tamara Shaw, race team number 2. Congratulations to race team number 2.
I've been keeping my eye on the hill. I didn't
want to remind you again of the Omaha Triathlon to be held at Glen Cunningham Lake on Sunday, July 21st. If you haven't signed up, you can register. It's fast becoming one of the premier races in the United States. Crossing the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause. Big round of applause for Jessica Demeyer of Elkhorn, Nebraska. Race number 83. Congratulations, Jessica. Crossing the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause now for Kristen Bouchard and Sherry Peterson. Christine is from Omaha, Nebraska. Sherry's from Omaha, Nebraska. Congratulations. Finishing the triathlon, Megan Barry Bolo crossed the finish line. And ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Bandur just crossed the finish line. Give Michelle Bandur a big round of applause.
Congratulations, Shannon Gurr. Good job, Shannon. Crossing the finish line right now is Elizabeth Vandergrind and Katie Cordery. Want to remind the athletes that there is food under the tent just south of us. Jennifer Fetcher of Bennington, Nebraska, wearing number 41, completing the race today. So go get yourself some food under the tent. There's Qdoba for the athletes, and there's also hot dogs and water. Replenish yourself.
Thanks very much for everyone being here today. Don't forget that the award ceremony will be held right after the finish of the race, probably about 10:45. Stick around for awards presentation.
Kim Vogel of Omaha, Nebraska, wearing number 207, just crossed the finish line. Congratulations, Kim.
In addition to the Glen Cunningham Sunday, July 21st race, we have two more races. One for the kids on July 19th at Glen Cunningham Lake, and then one on Sunday at the JCC for kids in the 50-meter pool. Be sure to register.
We just had Emily Saru of Walton, Nebraska, Megan Van Gelder of Omaha, Nebraska, Jennifer Coombe, and Rachel Diseco, Terry Hertz, all crossing the finish line. Now, Megan, Jennifer, and Rachel were part of Team 11. Terry, wearing number 109 of Utah, Nebraska, completing the triathlon this morning. Congratulations. We have another crossing right now. This would be team number 18, Stacy Sausalito, Courtney Plasek, and Annie Leonard. Congratulations. Also crossing the finish line, Krista Palm, number 160. Also, we've got number 199, Erica Thompson, Elizabeth McClellan, Crystal Sund. Congratulations.
Crossing the finish line, picking them up and putting them down. Give a big round of applause to Jenny Clements and Denise Goddard. Jenny is from Omaha, Nebraska. Denise is from Omaha, Nebraska. Crossing the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. A big round of applause for Linda Bryant from Omaha, Nebraska. Race team number 8, together with Tiffany Frost and Renee Wondershell. Crossing the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. Give a big round of applause to Laura Iverson from Wahoo, Nebraska. Race number 115. Big round of applause. Crossing the finish line, Kimberly Kugler. Kimberly Kugler is race finisher, race number 125. Big round of applause for Kimberly. And crossing the finish line, completing the triathlon, runner number 65, Abigail Hunger from Omaha, Nebraska. Congratulations, Abigail.
job, Audrey Smith, number 184, from Elkhorn, Nebraska. We have the results screen up here. Everybody's crowding around it. We'll have the award ceremony following the race. But just crossing the finish line right now, Heather Nelson, number 151 of Omaha, Nebraska, and Leanne Mercer, number 144 of Omaha, Nebraska.
Just crossing the finish line. Give a big round of applause to Melanie Nielsen, number 154. And to Stephanie Bossert, number 51. Give them a big round of applause, finishing the Omaha Women's Triathlon.
Stop.
Nebraska, to Catherine Kogler from Colorado Springs, and to Margie Reed Schmidt from Omaha, Nebraska. Congratulations to Cody, Catherine, and Margie. Crossing the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. A big round of applause to Kendra Fraser, race number 87 from Omaha, Nebraska. Picking him up and putting him down. Another racer crossing the finish line. Pay attention. Give her a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulate Emily Peason from Omaha, Nebraska. Congratulations, Emily. To the next runner, just checking her time to make sure she's got it. Marcy Asula from Omaha, Nebraska, number 82, and Amy Sargent just finished the race, number 175. Crossing the finish line is Sheila Wilbur from Papillion, Nebraska. Sheila Wilbur. Congratulate Sheila, way to go. And crossing the finish line, ladies and gentlemen, more racers are finishing. Tracy Phelan from Council Bluffs and Anna Schwab from Omaha, Nebraska, finishing the Omaha Women's Triathlon. Congratulations to Sarah Seacrest from Omaha, Nebraska, and congratulations to Caitlin Plazzaro from St. Louis, Missouri. Congratulations, Caitlin. We're glad you came to Omaha for the 4th annual Women's Triathlon. Number 74 just crossed the finish line. Darren is from Omaha, Nebraska. Congratulations on finishing your triathlon, Darren. Luther from Omaha, Nebraska, finishing the race. Congratulations to Krista. Congratulations to Darren Davis And congratulations to Caitlin Pazzo from St. Louis, Missouri. You know, triathlons are not only about winning, but you compete against yourself, right?
Absolutely. Carrie McAdams of Omaha, Nebraska, making a strong finish. Congratulations, Carrie. Congratulations, finishing the women's triathlon. Reminder that there is food up at the tent to the south of us.
Remind you to stick around here about 15 minutes so we'll have the award ceremony. I want everybody to participate in acknowledging our winners today. Nikki Hinkle from Beatrice, Nebraska just crossed the finish line. Give Nikki a big round of applause for finishing her triathlon. Just a reminder that we'll have an award ceremony awarding the top overall finisher and awards for age group and for relay teams. We invite you to stick around. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause to Laura Cushing from Omaha, Nebraska, completing her triathlon. Congratulations to Carrie McAdams, Kristen Bouton, Gabriella Vogel, Nikki Hinkle, Melissa Welch, and Lauren Cushing. And ladies and gentlemen, J.J. Schickelberg just completed her triathlon. Race number 177. Congratulations, J.J. Way to go.
Looking good!
Just finishing her triathlon. Congratulate Erin Bach of Omaha, Nebraska. Race number 48. Way to go, Erin.
Way to finish! Looking good!
Completing her race. Congratulate Amber Schneider, number 187 from Omaha, Nebraska. And crossing the finish line right now. Big round of applause for Lori Baco or Michelle from Murdoch, Nebraska, number 36. And finishing the race, Elizabeth Harbert from Omaha, Nebraska. Amy McGough from Omaha, Nebraska. And finishing the race, congratulate Kristen Mills from Omaha, Nebraska, number 145. Just finishing the race, crossing the finish line, Kristen Mills from Omaha, Nebraska. Lori Eckley from Omaha, Nebraska, and Megan Offenkamp from Omaha, Nebraska, in race team number 5 with Miranda Lehman. Congratulations to Amber, Lori, Elizabeth, Amy, Kirsten, Lori, Miranda Lehman, and Megan Offenkamp. Both Miranda and Megan are members of race team number 5. All race participants can go up to the volunteer tent just south of the finish line for Kubota food and drink. Crossing the finish line, congratulate Christy Hofke,
How do you feel?
a member of race team 15, and congratulate Kendra Ingram from Omaha, Nebraska, race number 114. If you want to check your times, you can come up to the timing tent. There's a big screen and you can pick up your times in the race. You can also pick them up on raceomaha.com. There are about 260 participants for this 17-mile swim, bike, and run 4th annual Omaha Women's Triathlon from 9 states. We want to welcome those from outside of Nebraska who took the time to travel and race and compete in our triathlon. Thanks for coming. Congratulate Dina Tisdale, number 202 from Omaha, Nebraska, for completing her triathlon, and give a big shout out to Anna Demro from Sydney, Nebraska, race number 77, for participating in the Omaha Triathlon. Congratulations, Anna and Dina, or Deanna. Let's give a big shout out to Melissa Courtney from Omaha, Nebraska, to Kristen Stumps from Omaha, Nebraska, to Tanya Bukma from Lincoln, Nebraska, and Marion Holden from Omaha, Nebraska. Congratulations for completing the 4th annual Women's Triathlon to Anna Demro, Melissa Courtney, Kristen Stumps, and Tanya Bukma. Congratulations to Marion Holden, Judy Polito, Tasha Ashby, Deanna Morgan, and Melanie Dunphy. Congratulate Bonnie Levenger and Susie Duncan. Melanie Dunphy is from Israel, Iowa. Susie Duncan and Aaron Nelson are, Susie Duncan is from Omaha, Nebraska, and we really appreciate Susie being in the race today. We know the tough time she had a couple of years ago, and it takes a lot of persistence and courage to come back and run. So congratulations, Susie. We appreciate you being in the race. Let's give Susie a big round of applause for her courage. Aaron Nelson finished the race, and Sharon Lewis from Omaha, Nebraska finished the race. Let's give a big round of applause to Melissa Fly, who co-anchored and co-announced the 4th annual Omaha Women's Triathlon. Let's give her a big round of applause. Okay, good, thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate some more finishers in our race. Aaron Nelson from Kearney, Nebraska. Sharon Lewis from Omaha, Nebraska. Deanna Hittenbaugh from Bennington, Nebraska. Amy Pignatore from Omaha, Nebraska. Marlene Novotny from Omaha, Nebraska. Melanie McGrath from Omaha, Nebraska. And Kristen Goldenstein from Gretna, Nebraska. We appreciate you participating in the race and congratulations on completing your triathlon. Congratulations, Caitlin. Be sure to stick around for the award ceremony. Will be in just a few minutes. We'll present the awards for top overall finisher, age group awards, and relay teams. Some more finishers, folks. Give a big round of applause to Carmel from Jefferson, South Dakota. Joyce Butler from Omaha, Nebraska. Congratulations to Caitlin, Carmel, and Joyce. And crossing the finish line, Melanie Monroe from Omaha, Nebraska. Way to go, Melanie. Congratulations. Remember that race participants can get really great food up at the volunteer tent just south of the finish line provided by Kubota. And there's hot dogs for $2 and water for $1 right next to that tent. Be sure to participate in the 4th annual triathlon on Sunday, July 21st at 1 Cunningham Lake. A couple more finishers. Big shout out to Betty Perez from Omaha, Nebraska. To Elizabeth Payton from Crescent, Iowa. Rebecca White from Crescent, Iowa. And Amanda Lyman from Crescent, Iowa. A part of race team number 23. Congratulations to Heidi Rosbach from Omaha, Nebraska. To Katie Hammerling from Omaha, Nebraska. And Jennifer Christensen from Omaha, Nebraska. Completing their triathlon. Congratulations to Rebecca, Elizabeth, Betsy, Heidi, Katie, Jennifer, and Stacy.
Let it out.
You can come up to the big screen to get your times if you like. At the place where you got marked and got your timing chips. Don't forget the Omaha Kids Triathlon on Saturday, July 19th at Cunningham Lake. Age-appropriate distances on the same course and venue, and t-shirts. The kids will get great medals, t-shirts, and bragging rights to their friends because they participated in the challenge of becoming a triathlete. Let's give a big round of applause to Stacy Heckman from Omaha, Nebraska. To Robin Marshall from Papillion, Nebraska. And to Melanie Carnes from Valley, Nebraska, completing their triathlon race on this beautiful June 1st at London Lake in Omaha, Nebraska. Congratulations to Patricia Neglich from Omaha, Nebraska. To Kathy Jenkins-Walsh from Omaha, Nebraska. To Gina Hayes and Nicole Bundo and Kathy Walsh Jenkins, members of race team number 9 from Fremont, Nebraska. And congratulations to Jill Scott from Bennington, Nebraska, and to Melanie Rodriguez-Held from Elkhorn, Nebraska. Congratulations to Melanie, Patricia, Kathy, Gina, Nicole, Jill, and Melanie.
Yeah, that's 103 years old.
Don't forget the JCC Omaha Kids Triathlon Camp. The kids from 7-14, July 28th to July 31st. The kids, the wonderful camp taught by USA Triathlon Sanction Coach Alan Cole. Congratulations crossing the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. Christy Johnson, number 117 from Omaha, Nebraska. Elizabeth Shealy from Omaha, Nebraska, number 169. Congratulations, Elizabeth and Christy, crossing the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulate Mary Stunpaw, Jessica Cohen, both from Omaha, Nebraska. Congratulations to Heather Bizantz Mihai from Omaha, Nebraska. Congratulations to Elizabeth Shealy, Christy Johnson, Mary Stunbaugh, Jessie Cohen, and Heather Bizantz completing your triathlon. Susan Yeager just finished her triathlon. Rachel Page just crossed the finish line. Congratulations to Susan Yeager and Rachel Page. Therese Nelson just finished. Congratulations, Therese Nelson from Omaha, Nebraska. Big effort for picking them up and putting them down. Congratulations to Tammy Obermeyer from St. Paul, Nebraska. Welcome, Tammy, and congratulations. Congratulations to Julie Berger from Omaha, Nebraska, race number 42. Just crossing the finish line. Joy Sokolowski, number 172. Congratulations to Joy Sokolowski. Completing her triathlon, Kim Hodges, wearing number 110 from Omaha, Nebraska. Congratulations, Kim Hodges. Remember, you can get your times from the television screen. It's right here at the sign-in booth. We'll pick them up on raceomaha.com. Crossing the finish line, give a big round of applause and encouragement to Darcy Heath, Jeanette Bandura, part of race team number 6 with Juan Castillo and Ken Pilar. Congratulate Elizabeth Nelson from Omaha, Nebraska, who just crossed the finish line. So congratulations to Pam, Dawn, and Jeanette of race team number 6. And a big shout out to Elizabeth Nelson, finishing her triathlon. Angela Melcher, Adriana Jones, and Darcy Heath, part of race team 16, finishing their race.
Go town!
To Erica Fifield from Walnut, Iowa. I hope I pronounced that right. Either Fifield or Fifield from Walnut, Iowa. Erica, congratulations on completing the Omaha Women's Triathlon. go Joan Minky Schneezer from Omaha, Nebraska. Congratulations to Elizabeth Nelson, Joan Schneezer, and Erica Mayfield for finishing your triathlon today. Be sure and stick around for the award ceremony, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up?
We will give awards to top overall finishers, awards by age group, and awards to relay teams. Brooklyn Community from Bellevue, Nebraska, race number 120, finished her race. Carrie Levega, race number 75 from Omaha, Nebraska. Congratulations to Stephanie Cosetti.
And see if they give me a medal.
Number 67.
Get my sandals and my walking
Congratulations to
shoes.
Erica.
Who's my backpack,
Carrie
guys?
and Stephanie. Way to go.
Joe didn't go to the water.
Be sure to give a big shout out to Kurt Bush, our Omaha race director. Give him a big round of applause when you see him and tell him what you think of the race. Sheila Toombs Withers just finished her triathlon. Race number 200. Congratulations, Sheila. Coming across the finish line with lots of pizzazz. Working hard to pick him up and put him down. Angie Zimmer from Lincoln, Nebraska. Christy Walton from Overland Park, Kansas. And Lily Weiner from Cedar Bluffs, Nebraska. Congratulations to Angie, Christy, and Laura for finishing the Omaha Women's Triathlon. Working really hard. Coming across the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. A big shout out, a round of applause to Alexandra Goswami from Omaha, Nebraska. Alexandra Goswami from Omaha, Nebraska. Race number 95. Jessica Ellsworth from Omaha, Nebraska. And Adrian Loring from Lincoln, Nebraska. Congratulations to Lori, Adrian, Jessica, and Alexandra. Good, are we getting ready for the award ceremony? Hey guys, hey, look, lots of great work on basketball. We've got one biker still out on the course there, and until she comes in, she's got to get second, and she's working high there, so we're just an hour and a half away. And then we want to go on, so she said, wow, the basketball and kind of one of the all-known shirt. So after those, we'll see the last biker.
I know.
Thanks, guys. 4th from Omaha, Nebraska. Alexandra Goswami from Omaha, Nebraska. Jessica Hall from Omaha, Nebraska finished her race, as did Michelle Rooney from Omaha, Nebraska. Michelle just crossed the finish line, race number 170, and give her a big round of applause. Congratulations to Adrian, Jessica, Alexandra, Jessica, and Michelle for finishing the Omaha 4th Annual Women's Triathlon. And crossing the line, ladies and gentlemen, Stacia Weaver from Omaha, Nebraska. Big round of applause. Don't forget that you can get hot dogs for $2 and a bottle of water for $1 right up by the volunteer tent. Michelle Rooney from Omaha, Nebraska crossed the finish line and completed her triathlon. And Stacia Weaver has done 2 century rides for leukemia and lymphoma and just crossed the finish line. Let's give Stacia a big round of applause. Kimberly Buckley. I won't tell you her age, but she just graduated from college. Let's give Kimberly a big round of applause. Let's give a big round of applause to Jean McGinnis from Omaha, Nebraska, and to Carol Weiscarver from Omaha, Nebraska, and to Kimberly Buckley and Stacia Weaver from Omaha, Nebraska. Congratulations to Stacia, Kimberly, Carol, and Jean for completing the 4th Annual Omaha Women's Triathlon. What a beautiful day at Youngman Lake in Omaha, Nebraska. We had lots of public safety help from the Omaha Parks and Recreation, Omaha Police and Fire Departments, and the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. We want to thank everybody for all of the help and support that they give to the athletes and to their families and friends who come out to cheer them on. Over 260 athletes participated in today's triathlon. We want to remind you that the folks from Quivota will be providing food in the volunteer tent for the athletes, and that you can get your scores from the screen up at the timing tent next to the flag that need your times today.
Hey, just an announcement for the awards. We have one biker still on the course. She's coming up the hill at 192nd Street. So as soon as she gets into transition, we'll probably do the awards right after. So please, first of all, cheer on our last competitor. She comes in for her bike transition, and shortly after we'll do the awards. So please enjoy some food and refreshments up at the tent, up in the parking lot, up the hill. There's plenty of Qdoba. And then if you're interested, the hot dogs are $2 and water's $1. So plenty of food in the tent. Please eat it, but take it with you if you don't want it afterwards. Thanks.
Don't forget the Omaha Triathlon on Sunday, July 21st at Glen Cunningham Lake. The Omaha Kids Triathlon on July 19th at Cunningham Lake the day before. And the JCC Omaha Kids Triathlon Camp, and then that camp is from July 28th to July 31st. You can register by contacting raceomaha.com. The camp focuses on providing a fun atmosphere while providing swimming, biking, and running skills. The last biker, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big shout out in just a couple of seconds. The last biker is coming down the hill to the transition area. We want to give lots of encouragement and lots of love. Big round of applause, big round of applause. All the way down the hill and around the curve. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulate Kimberly Buckley from Omaha, Nebraska, Carol Weiscarver from Omaha, Nebraska, Gene McGinnis from Omaha, Nebraska, and Maddie Samet from Omaha, Nebraska, just completing the run, the 5K portion, and completing the race by crossing the finish line. Congratulations to Kimberly, Carol, Gene, and Maddie. Again, we want to remind you to stick around for the award ceremony in just a few minutes. And be sure to help yourself to hot dogs and water up by the volunteer tent. And if you were a race participant, Qdoba will have lots of food for you up there as well. We don't want to have any left over, so eat it or take it home with you. The City of Omaha provides this beautiful Lawrence Youngman Lake setting for the 750-meter swim, the 20-kilometer bike ride or fast flat course along a part of historic section of the Omaha-Lincoln Highway, and concludes with a 5K run north on 192nd Street and returning back here to the park for a fast downhill finish near the transition area. That's about a half a mile swim, 12.5 mile bike ride, and a 3.1 mile run, totaling nearly 17 miles of swimming, biking, and running. Just crossing the finish line, Elizabeth Adams, number 31. Congratulations to Elizabeth on completing the triathlon. A big round of applause and good karma award to race director Kurt Beisch who helped tremendously to coordinate training events, seminars, and put together this wonderful event today. And tell Kurt what you think after the race. Let's thank our medical tent support. Dr. Mark Goodman, Dr. Steve Gonzalez, and Tom McMahon from the United Way of the Midlands Medical Reserve. Along with Katie Vonis, Patty Modal, and Larry Harp and Dennis Curtis, who helped out in the medical tent, and the work and help supplied by Brad Hildebrand for jet ski and bodyboard from the Omaha Fire Department, Cade Pearson for the swim and boat course support, and Scott Bagaha from an EMT that supported the swim and boat safety, along with the bike course, Joe La Pazuzza, an EMT from the Omaha Fire Department, and Sandy Bellado, a registered nurse on the bike course. And we've got Bonnie Riley, a registered nurse, and Helen Verreicher, a paramedic, helping us on the run course. We appreciate all their help today. Thank you very, very much. Let's give Swati Samara from Crescent, Iowa, a big round of applause for finishing the race, and congratulate race team number 25, including Kelly Whalen and Rhonda Young. Special thanks to the Omaha Sports Commission and the Brook Bench and the Omaha Parks and Recreation folks, who've done a great job making sure we can enjoy this beautiful Lawrence Youngman facility. We've had a lot of wonderful sponsors. We want you to remember them. Methodist Health Systems, supporting the women's triathlon from start to finish with parking, sunscreen, and that special treat. Some of you might know now it's chocolate, so be sure to get your treat when you finish the race. To Padova, to Total Wellness and the Keywood Building Group, to Schmidt Chiropractic and Louis Wine Dive. We want to thank the Bikeway, Trek Bicycle Store, Xterra Wetsuits, and the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, and Molly Adair Pearson of Adair Pearson Law for all of their support. Terry Scott just finished the race. Give Terry a big round of applause. Terry's from Omaha, Nebraska, race number 181. Congratulations to Terry Scott for finishing her triathlon. Let's thank Olympic Cycle and Andrew McCaslin. Let's thank New Balance Store of Omaha for their awesome shirts. If you take that shirt to their store, you get a free pair of Yangtze. 100 pair limit. Performance Chiropractic should get a big shout out, and please be sure to go by for an injury assessment and stretching at Omaha Physical Therapy Institute. And remember to thank Highland Dairy for their chocolate milk. When you hit the finish line, be sure to remove your chip. Just a reminder, be sure to remove your chip. Move this. From Lincoln, Nebraska, a big round of applause. Just crossed the finish line. Number 140. Congratulations, Lisa Mietma. We want to be sure and congratulate Connie Almquist from Gretna, Nebraska, and Terry Scott from Omaha, Nebraska. Congratulations to Terry Scott, Connie Almquist, and Lisa Mietma for finishing their triathlon race. Congratulations to Amanda Harbert from Omaha, Nebraska, wearing race number 99, crossing the finish line. Congratulations, Amanda Harbert. Let's give a big round of applause. Picking him up and putting him down, just crossing the finish line. Give your congratulations to Lisa Betzworth from East Moline, Illinois. Congratulations, Lisa Betzworth, and thank you very much for coming to Omaha and participating in our triathlon. So Kelly Whalen, Swati Sharma, Terry Scott, Connie Almquist, Lisa Mikma, Amanda Harburg, and Lisa Betzworth. Congratulations for finishing your triathlon. Way to go. Let's give a big round of applause to Colleen Trugden from Elkhorn, Nebraska, race number 201, finishing her triathlon. Congratulations to Colleen Trugden. The fan club was sure watching Jessica Saucer from Omaha, Nebraska cross the finish line. Congratulations, Jessica Saucer from Omaha, Nebraska. Way to go. So Lisa Mikma, Amanda Harburg, Lisa Betzworth, Colleen Trugden, and Jessica Saucer have finished their triathlon. Give them a big round of applause. Hot dogs for $2 and water for $1 and a little booth right next to that. Hope you're hungry. I want to thank everybody for coming today, the triathletes for their participation, their families and friends for coming out to support them on this beautiful day at Lawrence Young Park, a park owned and operated by the City of Omaha and at Park and Recreation Department. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to stick around for the awards ceremony that will take place in just a few minutes, and you can get some good food if you are a runner participant in the triathlete up at the Nova Feast and Food tent up at the volunteer tent, and right next to it you get a hot dog and water if you'd like that as well. Volunteers are also welcome at the volunteer tent to be participants in being eligible for the food and drink.
Testing 1, 2, 3, good. All right, everybody. Still got a few people on the run course, so when they come in, we'll pause for a little bit and make sure we cheer them on appropriately. We're going to do the awards. I'm going to start. So if everybody wants to gather around, I want to hear cheers every time I call somebody's name. We're going to start with overall. We're going to go to team, and then we'll go from youngest to oldest in each group. So top three in each age group. So first place overall. Second consecutive year, our overall winner is Morgan Chafin. The time of 1:34. Morgan. In second place, Lincoln, Nebraska. Mary Ahmed, is that right? David? For you, but I just wanted to acknowledge your team. We had 23 teams registered this year. In second place, we had Team Terrible. Oh, if you want to get third place team, all right. Good job. This is triple trouble. All right, good job. Triple trouble. Okay, second place. If you guys want to come up to the podium, you're welcome to. Team Terrific. And that's Michelle Reeds, Lisa Martone, and Daniel Gallagher. All right. Good job, ladies. In first place, with a blistering time of 1:14 minutes and 14 seconds. Number one team, trying to keep up with Morgan. Julie Ortman, Jody Sievers, and Suzanne Wilson. Trying to keep up with Morgan Lake. Alright, we're going with 8. We're starting with 119. And in third place, we'll start with third and go back to first. So if your name is Laura Nay, come on down. You are third place from Omaha, Nebraska. According to USA Triathlon, second place, Ashley Black. 133.44. Nice job, Ashley. Nice job on the run, Ashley. In first place from Omaha, Nebraska, Grace Warner. Your time was 1:25.55. We got some competitors here. Nice job. Take pictures, please. These are going to be collegiate triathletes. I can see it in their future. We're going to move on to age 20. Third place, Kimberly Cochran, Colorado Springs, Colorado. Your time 1:44.36. Second place from Omaha, Nebraska, Kristen Borchardt. Age group 20 to 24, and in first place, Rainey Buckley from Omaha, Nebraska, 1:32.05. Is that Rainey? Okay, Borchardt. Nice job, ladies. Nice job. Take pictures, smile. Alright, ladies, we're going to move on to age group 25 to 25. In third place, from Omaha, Nebraska, Beth Ruminski. Come on down, Beth. In second place, Hannah Woldridge, Omaha, Nebraska. And in first place, from Columbus, Nebraska, time 1:29.21, Elizabeth James. Yeah. Nice job, Elizabeth. You realize all you need to come back next year and defend your titles. Take pictures. Then we're going to move on to age group 30 to 34. In third place, from Papillion, Kelly Basil. Second place from Omaha, Nebraska, Michelle Boynton. And in first place, from Omaha, Nebraska, Claire Matatos Rapchi. Good job, Claire. Here's some black shares. Third place, Vicky Strawberry. With what time 1:31.44, Bennington, Nebraska. In second place, Mary Sutherland from Omaha, 1:25.58. And in first place, 35 to 39. Come on down, Melody Chapman. Very good time, 1:21.47. She was the first in her age group and 5th overall. Melissa Groff. In first place, in the age group 40 to 44, with the time 1:27.26, Shauna Young. Shauna, Melissa, and Melissa. Okay, we're moving on to age group 45 to 49, and everybody please stay to the very end. We only have a few more age groups. We want everybody to have equal respect and equal love, so stay to the end. We're going to move on to 45 to 49. In third place is Michelle Van Door. Just beating out Michelle by 5 seconds. It's Megan Barry Barlow. Close, very close. Blowing them all away is Leslie Curley with 1:20.51. Wow, she was in a motor on her bike. Her run time was 24 minutes. Nice job. Okay, we're going to move on to 50 to 54. In third place in the 50 to 54 age group, Susan Needham, Omaha, Nebraska. Nice time, Susan, 1:33 flat. Flat tire. She had a flat tire. Woo! In second place from Omaha, Nebraska is Sarah Fredrickson. Her time was 1:27.56.
Yes, chocolate.
And in first place is in the 50 to 54 age group is Gina Samlin. Way to go, Gina, Sarah, Susan. Everybody, let's one more round of applause. 50 to 54 female. So I think our very last age group right now is 55 to 59 that we have finishers for. In third place, Joyce Butler from Omaha, Nebraska. Her time was 1:55.37. Good job, Joyce. Okay. We do have a runner coming down, so when they get here, let's hear a loud cheer. In second place, Sharon Lewis from Omaha, Nebraska. And in first place, from Murdoch, Nebraska, Lori, make sure I get her last, Bockley, right? Lori Bockley? All right? That's it? Lori Bockel. I think I gotta learn these names. Lori Bockel. Good job, Lori.
Hey guys.
And Joyce. Good job. Everybody take pictures. Alright, let's hear it for the finishers going. Nice job. Everybody, you're a triathlete. Woo! One more set of medals, 55. We already did those, 55, 59. You're welcome to eat our food up at also the guy on the with the grill is selling hot dogs for $2 and water for $1 if you need it. So, but please enjoy the food up there. Stick around. Cheer on the last place people, and if you still have energy, help us clean up after the race. We'll put some music on.
For the VIP crew.
job. Smart, nice job.
Nice work. I promised you chocolate. Take that for what? That's right. Dad, trust bump this bitch. Let me get your chip on. I'm so proud of you. You did it. Yeah. Yeah. Drink water.
Hey Deb, we gotta make sure we get your medal. Nice job. Your little trophy. Yes.
You won your age group. And all those other goalies ran home on the couch. You earned that, Harper girl.
Melissa Riedinger. Good job, Melissa.
Nice job, ladies. Perfect, thank you.
Good job, Melissa. Way to go.